We have confused having safe communities with hiring more cops on the street.
It feels different this time, but how do we know the outcome will be different?
Well, I'm certainly hopeful. We know that it's a movement that has been led in large measure by young African-American women, but has been joined by people of every race, of every creed, of every color, of every religion. And so it's a multiracial, multi-ethnic, multicultural, multigenerational movement that I think signals a sea change in public sentiment that something needs to be done about police violence, police abuse, and police brutality at every level of government.
Tomorrow we will introduce a bill that covers several areas. One is police accountability.
We need a national use of force standard. Right now, the question asked if there is police misconduct and excessive force is to ask of that use of force, was it reasonable? Well, as we all know, we can reason away just about anything. The appropriate and fair question to ask is, was it necessary? So part of what our bill will address is a national use of force standard.
Every major police department in the country, in New York, in Boston, in Chicago, in Philadelphia, in Los Angeles, prohibit the chokehold as a matter of policy, but we continue to see it deployed, as well as other neck restraints, such as the knee to the neck that we saw in Minneapolis. That's why we want to prohibit it as a matter of law, because it's an unnecessary, unacceptable, uncivilized, unconscionable, and un-American tactic. No one should be choked to death on the streets of America.
I think that part of the movement around defunding is really about how we spend resources in our country. And I think far more resources need to be spent in communities to address a number of problems.
Part of what has been upside down in policing policy in America is that we have confused having safe communities with hiring more cops on the street, as though that is the way to achieve safe communities, when in fact, the real way to achieve safe and healthy communities is to invest in those communities, in affordable housing, in the ability for home ownership, jobs, funding our public schools.
So one of the things that we have in the bill is a way to provide grants to community-based organizations around the country so people can begin to say, what is public safety in our community? What do we want to see? Maybe this is an opportunity to re-envision public safety.
Now we must deal with the work of transforming the energy and the power, the empathy and the love of this moment into actual changes in American federal law.